James Gunn's Superman may feature Ultraman disguised as the Hammer of Borovia, adding mind games and high stakes to the DC. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. When James Gunn's Superman was first announced, we thought that he would go against Lex Luthor, Zod, or even Brainiac. But in the little glimpse that we've been given ahead of the Wednesday trailer release, it features someone called the Hammer of Borovia. James Gunn's Superman is shaping up to be unlike anything we ever expected from the Man of Steel. It has familiar characters, emotional undertones, and a new form of DC storytelling. The movie is positioned to be the first chapter in the DCU, and there's one armored figure that fans just can't stop talking about. Ever since we saw a brief clip of the mysterious character, speculations have been running wild. Who is inside the suit? Is it Lex Luthor? Or someone totally new? Gunn isn't ready to reveal his full hand just yet, but that doesn't stop us from digging for more info. Now that's a wild twist, and those unfamiliar with him should know that he is Superman's evil doppelganger from another Earth, and is typically a part of crime organizations in the comics. But Gunn's version apparently switches things up because in the movie, Ultraman is a clone of Superman, engineered by none other than Lex Luthor. Now this unknown menace is sparking every kind of theory imaginable. As per reports from Comic Book Movie, he first made an appearance in a Daily Planet newspaper clipping, which was used during early promotional content. Then we saw another glimpse during the Superman Day, behind-the-scenes video, where he's walking out of what seems like a spacecraft. Finally, the Superman activity book had some clear artwork and revealed more about this armored man. According to Daniel Richtman, a trusted source, the Hammer of Borovia is actually Ultraman. So, the plan to destroy our hero isn't just about targeting his physical strength but breaking him down psychologically. Superman will be up against a clone who's designed to be everything he isn't, i.e., deceptive, destructive, and cold. So, did James Gunn really cook up a new villain for Superman? If the theories are true, then technically no. He might have taken an existing character and reimagined him in a completely different way, which sounds just as great. So get ready, because the DCU has officially taken flight. So, why does Ultraman wear the armor? The theory goes that the Hammer persona is his calculated disguise. He puts on the attire to confuse the public and frames Superman for acts of destruction, where he wreaks havoc, and Ultraman himself goes unrecognized. It's all about cleverly playing with identity and perception, and has Lex Luthor written all over it. This damage to Superman's reputation serves Lex, who will probably get a kick out of destroying the Man of Steel's legacy from the inside out. The 15-second teaser of the first trailer does feature Lex lurking menacingly, and also the scene of Superman clashing with the Hammer. Perhaps the appearance of these two villains at once isn't a coincidence, and they're connected in the way that the theory has suggested. James Gunn's Superman trailer, starring David Corenswet, just dropped, showing the hero facing the same old enemy fans know all too well. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The much-anticipated trailer for Superman has finally dropped, offering fans the most extensive look yet at what's in store for the DCU's iconic hero. While this isn't a full-on origin story, it's clear that the world hasn't yet fully embraced Superman as the flawless savior everyone hopes he would be. James Gunn's new Superman movie is making waves as it sets out to establish the DC universe, and with its first official trailer, fans are finally getting a deeper look at what Superman will face in this fresh chapter. The trailer showcases a more grounded version of Clark Kent, played by David Corenswet, as he grapples with his role in the world. But beyond the action-packed visuals, the true core of the film reveals an ongoing challenge for Superman, navigating a world where his actions are constantly scrutinized, and the rules he's expected to follow don't always align with what he believes is right. This leads us to a familiar dilemma in Superman stories. How far should the Man of Steel go to uphold the rules, especially when they conflict with his sense of justice? James Gunn has a lot riding on this one, as he isn't just directing, he also wrote the screenplay and is producing the film alongside DC Studios co-head Peter Safran. This marks a major kickoff for the new DC universe under their leadership, and Gunn's trademark is already pulsing through the trailer. If anyone can reintroduce Superman to a new generation, it's him. The trailer opens with Lois Lane, played by Rachel Brosnahan, questioning Clark Kent, played by David Corenswet, about his unapproved interference in a major global conflict. The scene sets the stage for a character who, despite his immense power, struggles to be seen as the perfect, unquestionable hero he's often portrayed as in comics and previous adaptations. Superman's dilemma has always been his willingness to break the rules when necessary. Whether it's bending the law to save lives or questioning authority when it conflicts with his moral compass, Superman has never been a hero who simply follows orders without thought. In fact, his willingness to defy the very bureaucratic structures that often stifle real change is a key part of what makes his character compelling. But in the new Superman, the movie's bureaucratic red tape seems to be portrayed as his true enemy, with the Man of Steel being repeatedly forced into situations where his heroic instincts clash with society's rules. The movie flaunts its stellar cast. Other than Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan, Nicholas Hoult is set to take on the iconic role of Lex Luthor. Nathan Fillion suits up as the Guy Gardner, aka Green Lantern, Isabella Merced is cast as Hawkgirl, Anthony Carrigan stars as Metamorpho, and Eddie Gathegi joins as Mr. Terrific, along with many other faces. The new trailer, however, presents an interesting take on this New Age Superman. He is portrayed as a figure who must toe the line of bureaucratic constraints, faces consequences for not following the status quo. This adds a layer of frustration for the character, who, as we know, is usually depicted as someone who will risk it all to protect humanity, even if that means disobeying authority. In essence, the Superman trailer hints at a fresh exploration of the age-old struggle between following the rules and doing what's right. Superman has always been more than just a flying symbol of truth. He's a character defined by his willingness to challenge authority when it fails humanity. In past iterations of Superman, we've seen the hero get tangled in similar conflicts. He's often depicted as the ultimate rule follower, but that's only when the rules align with his core values of truth and justice. When they don't, Superman doesn't hesitate to make bold decisions that bend or even break those rules, always for the greater good. As the DC Universe enters a new era, it's clear that Superman's greatest challenge may not be his enemies, but it's staying true to his values in a world that constantly tests them. Watch the full trailer here. James Gunn's Superman trailer, starring David Corenswet, just dropped, showing the hero facing the same old enemy fans know all too well. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The much-anticipated trailer for Superman has finally dropped, offering fans the most extensive look yet at what's in store for the DCU's iconic hero. While this isn't a full-on origin story, it's clear that the world hasn't yet fully embraced Superman as the flawless savior everyone hopes he would be. James Gunn's new Superman movie is making waves as it sets out to establish the DC Universe, and with its first official trailer, fans are finally getting a deeper look at what Superman will face in this fresh chapter. The trailer showcases a more grounded version of Clark Kent, played by David Corenswet, as he grapples with his role in the world. But beyond the action-packed visuals, the true core of the film reveals an ongoing challenge for Superman, navigating a world where his actions are constantly scrutinized, and the rules he's expected to follow don't always align with what he believes.